It's official. The Cooper Center for Active Living is now open. A grand opening was held on Friday, December 5th, with hundreds of people gathering to be the first to experience the newly finished multi-generational center with activities that lasted throughout the weekend. Newton News was there to capture the moment.
Cooper Center!
After 8 years of community input of what the new center should be, the Cooper Center for Active Living is now open. There were lots of smiling faces during the grand opening, knowing that the vision of what the community wanted as a community center came to fruition.
Thousands of people came together. We worked hard, and this is the end result. It's just simply amazing.
Once the design was set and the people had their input, you watched it come to life. And now it's breathing. And it's just, I'm floating above the floor because it's beyond what the vision. You know, you can design walls and function space, but then what you do to make that space feel like you want to be in it is they took it beyond.
This building is amazing. I think Mayor Fuller deserves a tremendous amount of credit for the vision of having a new senior center or center for active living. And Josh Morse, who I am fortunate enough to have as my chief operating officer, is the guy who is responsible for getting this built. And this is an outstanding testament to the city. We're going to have lots and lots and lots of people using it every single day. And I'm lucky I get to inherit it. So this is terrific.
It just surpasses everything that I had envisioned it would be, even though I've been watching the videos and Josh has kept us informed.
The Cooper Center for Active Living is named after Newton resident Audrey Cooper, who passed away in 2021 at the age of 97. Throughout her life in Newton, she did so much for people of all ages.
Audrey cared about every member of our community. For 27 years, she was the secretary, the beloved secretary at the Underwood Elementary School. She poured her heart and soul into the Newton Community Service Center that all of us now know as Family Access. She helped establish Head Start and daycare and teen programs and health initiatives. She gave so much of her time and energy to the Newton Free Library. She was a volunteer, she was a trustee, and she championed our older residents. So our first senior center was right here on this site in a former branch library. Audrey helped make that happen, and she helped get this building in motion before she passed.
What a lovely thing to say her name every day and embody her spirit here.
Audrey Cooper's family was at the grand opening and are honored that her name and community actions will live on.
The fact that it will be intergenerational is very exciting. I know in my mom's late years, having her grandchildren and great-grandchildren around brought her the most joy. And so having all citizens of Newton be able to use this facility together is a great legacy to my mom.
There will be plenty of activities available for all.
We are hitting the ground running. So Mignon Murray is the Older Adult Services Director. She and her team are starting programming today, and it's going to continue right through the weekend and right into next week. We're expecting a pretty significant turnout for our events and programs, so that people can also take advantage of the services that are offered here. I think you're going to see this building be a 7-day-a-week operation for generations to come.
I think it's a nice balance of some of the traditional programming that people who participated in the senior center before will feel comfortable coming and rejoining because they have some of the same instructors and the same classes. There's a nice balance of fee-for-service type of programs, but also pages and pages of things that people could do here every day without having to pay for anything. So yeah, I think there's something for everybody here, and I think that you got to invite yourself through the door. Don't deny yourself. Definitely come look around.
Questions have been asked about how the center will run.
There's no fee. They don't check your ID at the door. They don't need to know how old you are. They don't need to know if you're a Newton resident, so people from other communities can come here. There are some programs that fill up fast, like Zumba is very popular. I believe for some of those programs, they do limit it to Newton residents. And some of those more popular programs do have a small fee to help pay for the instructor or the supplies that are used depending on the type of program.
Lieutenant Governor of Massachusetts Kim Driscoll also attended the grand opening.
Collectively, I think this new center just certainly reflects the best of Newton. Inclusive, forward-thinking, grounded in community values and visions. From fitness and wellness. I mean, I am a pickleball aficionado. I met some of my pickleball friends, and this court, I'll be back with my racket. But be able to socialize, the spaces for learning and for eating, and the resources for caregiving and nutrition. When we think about older adults, I think Newton's headed pretty close to the statewide average. Like 1 in 3 adults will be over the age of 60. And that means we need different things when we're 60, when we're 70, when we're 80, when we're 90, when we're 100, like we're all living longer. And to be able to have a center that will provide resources no matter where you are in that spectrum is just so critical and I think so important to recognize as a community value. That's what you all have built.
There was lots of singing and music involved in the Cooper Center's grand opening.
I'd sing out a warning. I'd sing out a love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land.
Lieutenant Governor Driscoll also kicked off the opening by taking a shot with the help from Audrey Cooper's daughter, Marion Pollock. And 107-year-old Newton resident Yuri Feldman hit the first ball to kick off billiards play. You can watch the entire grand opening event on New TV's government YouTube channel. And you can find more information about the Cooper Center for Active Living and its programs on the city's website. Jen Adams, Newton News, Newtonville.